Hey guys, welcome back to Jaybirdresin art. So today we're going to be making some candle jars. And then I wanted to make the candles to go in them. So I'm going to be using these two jars to make new ones. This jar here is just a plain little jar with a, plain little lid. I've had this one for quite some time. And then I have this one here. It's got like stars and stuff, like constellations all over it. I bought this ages ago and I've never gotten around to using it, so we're going to use that one. We're going to be using two different types of powders though. So for this jar, Bondcrafter sent me another kit of their casting powder, so we're going to be using that on this one. And I've went over what is in their kit several times, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail, but we'll say you get 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram of the powder. You get some of these little cups. You get the measuring spoon. You get 3 mixing sticks, a set of these gloves. You get some sandpaper here. There's waterproof sandpaper. Then you get these colorants. You get green, blue, and yellow. And then you get some measuring cups. I always keep these for like resin instead because of the measurements on the side, and I just kind of mix my powder in cups like that with the water. It's just easier that way. So that's all that is in your kit for the powder. And I'm going to keep these sticks over here in my stash. I do not need these colorants right now, so I'll put these to the side, or the sandpaper. And then for this one, we're going to be using the black Auquacast that I got from Laura's Art Corner to do that one. So for this one, I'm going to use the white powder, and then I'm going to be putting in some of these. These are the little, like when I have like extra powder, I would put them in that little, hold on. Where'd it go? I would place it in this and let it cure and then pop them out. So I had a bunch of different colors. I had like a brighter pink, a darker one, an even lighter one, and then I think there's even some white in there, but you won't see those, but it don't matter. It's just filler. But I thought that would be really cute for like a Valentine's-y looking color, for when that time comes. So we're going to use those and that. And then we're going to make some candles afterwards. So, I have a really hard time, because my fingers don't work very well, very hard time doing stuff like this. Like I can't open like cheese packets with the zipper or nothing. I just always end up cutting it off because my fingers just are not designed to do that. And then I put it in this bucket. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off real quick, dump it in there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so because I'm using this, I think I'm going to need to make this a little watery, a little bit more watery, however you say that, than normal. For one, it's gonna soak up some of the moisture, and two, so it will be more liquidy to be able to get down in there, I guess. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Except for I did not get a spoon. There we go. And we're going to try just a regular spoon today to see how well that that works out. And you know what? I didn't even get an extra mold just in case I have too much. Story of my life. Anyway. Let's And we're not going to need that much either, since we're going to have a bunch of filler. Hopefully you have enough room in this cup. Or enough of those too. Okay. Let's see. Maybe. I really actually never even used these. I've made them for a long time, but I don't think I've ever actually used them in the casting powder before. I've just been saving them up. So we'll see how this goes. I wonder if I should go ahead and pour some in there first so that I don't get bubbles around the rim in case it's too thick with those things in it. Let me pour some a little bit down there first. Okay, just so I know I got it in the lid down there. Okay, now let's see how this goes. Hopefully I don't need to make up any more, because I don't have any more. Is that too? Yeah, I don't think that's enough. Let's make up a little bit more. Oh gosh, that wasn't very smart. Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to be too hard to mix with those in there. Not too bad. Okay. Maybe some more. I want to make sure it's going to actually cure too, though. You know. Oh God, I swear. That's just me, isn't it? This stuff, I have a hard time. Make this stuff. I'm gonna have to. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me try to clean that out. I don't want to have holes in it because there's powder. Alright, let's make sure. Oh gosh, I forgot. This mold here, it gets warped if you don't have something in it to keep the shape. So I will need to put. Oh gosh, is it full? No way. Okay, well. Okay, I do have too much then. Okay. Oh, that was not smart. Dang it, I should have got something. Paper towels? Maybe? I'm not gonna be able to do it because it's too full. Oh! That's okay. I don't care. Not a big deal. Oh shoot, I lost more than I thought I did though. Oh well. This stuff's easy to clean up. Not a big deal. Okay. So I wasn't gonna put those in the lid part, but I guess since I made so much, we will. Jeez. Let's get this out of the way. Oh God. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Hopefully our jar keeps its shape. I guess we'll go ahead and put this in there. I really should have. Whatever. Okay. And I'm still going to have a little bit more. Move that out of the way. Set that down where it hopefully is not or warped or whatever. Okay, now I gotta find out something to put the rest of this in. So give me just a second. So let's put it in this little bitty tea light here. If it's enough. Go around the rim. Okay, here we go. This one's got all the stuff in it. Watch me not have very much in that, because it all sank to the bottom. It's gonna all be in the tea light. Of course. And it's not enough. I'm gonna have to mix up a tiny, well, let's see. Come on, get out of there. That might be good. I mean, it's covered. It's not domed, but it's at least covered, you know. I think it'll be all right. There we go. Now this is my brand new mat. I really don't want to get that black Auquacast all over it and stain it all up. So I'm going to get something to put under it, because I always make a mess, of course. So I'll be right back. Okay, so since this is only like my second time using the Auquacast, I figured might as well go on ahead and do it the right way and measure it out. So for the Auquacast, it is 25 grams of water to 100 grams of powder. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I don't know how much this takes, but we're just going to start off with 25 grams of water and 100 grams of powder and see where that gets us. Oh, wait. Let's put it on grams. And that's, oh, that's not going to get us nowhere. Let's do 50. At least. I'm sure we're going to need more than that. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, shoot. I done went over. Well, it's 55. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. All right, so let's go to 155. Okay. Probably It's gonna have a hard time mixing that, ain't I? A little bit more. Whatever, that's good. So there we go on that. There we go. Let's see where that gets us. I put gloves on because this is really highly pigmented and I don't want to dye my hands. Oh, that seems awful watery. No, oh my gosh, I was supposed to do 2 fingers. Told you, I'm not professional in any way. Oh, well, I done screwed up now. Can't do that. Okay. I told you, I'm here just to take you along with me to have fun and while I create stuff. Not the prim and proper professional type person. I'm here to just to be myself and have fun. So that's what you're going to get on this channel. Okay, so if you're here for anything else, well, I don't know what to tell you. Find some other channel. You don't have to watch. Yeah, I was supposed to do 200. Or no. Let's see. Yeah, 200 to the 55. See, well, I guess I could have just added another 100 on that scale to be sure. Oh well. Anyway, it don't matter. I'm gonna need more anyway, I'm sure. Jeez. Okay, I think that's good. We'll pour that. See where it gets us. See how much more we need. I'm going to pour it slow and up high so all those bubbles pop. And then, hold on a second. Let's go ahead and get, it looks like a tar, doesn't it? Oh, I wonder if I should have got something to put in this jar to keep its shape. Probably. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. It's a little late to be doing this, I'll tell you that much. But let's see if this will fit in there. Oh, it does. Sort of. I don't know if it's going to be level. But hopefully that will... Oh, geez. That's definitely not level. Alright. Let's stick that on there. Hopefully it'll hold its shape like that. Sorry if it's directly in your face. My hand, anyway. Oh, it is a little chunky, isn't it? Oh well. It's already in there now. Oh, I got a white shirt on. What was I thinking? I wasn't intending on making this one at first. I was just going to do the other one because I'm going to use those 1 jars that I made out of the Boo and Nicole mold a while back. I'm going to use those for Kindle jars too. I'm going to fill, or you know, put the Kindles in them. But I changed my mind at the very end and decided to add this one to it. Okay, so that's not bad. I only need a little bit more, and then for the lid. Okay, so let's move that out of the way for a second. See, that's why it's pointless for me to even measure the proper weight, because you're going to end up needing to make more. And there's just no time to play around when you got to make more anyway. So, with the weight scale or whatever. To me, anyway. Oh. I'm gonna need to get more out of that jar. That jar is just hard to get the powder out of because it's so tall and the opening on it is so it's so narrow. I wish they would have made this jar a little the opening a little bigger. It's just hard for me to get my hand down in there and get the powder out, so that's why I gotta dump it in this cup. Come on. Let's see if that's enough now. Probably not going to be enough for the lid too, though. Okay. Those bubbles pop pretty easily. You can see them. Pretty cool. Yeah, not enough for that. So let's mix up a little bit more. Please be enough. Jeez. Alright, let's get these bubbles. Please be enough. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I'm not mixing that more for that little bitty amount. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, hold on. We're gonna put some rocks in it. I'm not mixing up that tiny bitty amount. No way. No way. There we go. There we go. So now let's let that cure. We'll be back for demold, and yeah, seems like it. Okay, so this stuff is all cured now. It looks like it kept its shape there. This one, I picked it up and noticed it was a little wonky at first. So it was soft enough where I could squeeze it back a little bit and just held it for a second. And then I think it should be good, maybe, hopefully. I don't think I had enough of that in there to keep its shape properly. But let's go ahead and get this one out. This one wasn't completely domed, so it's a little rough on the back. But I can sand that down a little bit. I got gloves on because that is really pigmented, and I don't want to get on my hands even after it dries. Last time I got black on my hands a little bit. Okay, so there we go on that. Now to let that show up a little bit more, you can take some sandpaper and sand it down, and those will show up, or the color, you'll see them better. So we'll do that. Oh, cute. So this part is actually the top. Let's try to get this one out. Let's see how it looks. Hopefully I didn't like damage it whenever I tried to reshape it. Hopefully it was soft enough. I didn't crack it or anything. Okay, so here's that. I don't know. It does look a little, I don't know, it fits. Cool. So we'll just have to, you know, sand it a little bit to get those little pieces to come out. But I think it looks like it's gonna come out pretty good. Cool. Yeah. That's pretty neat. Okay, so there's that one. Now let's get this out. Oh, I'm sorry, I just had a thought come across my head. I almost said it out loud. It has nothing to do with the video. And jeez. Oh god, never mind. Oh jeez. I almost forgot I was recording. Personal stuff. Anyway, okay. So here's that, and it's shiny. That is cool. I like how it picks up the shininess of the mold, even though it's a casting powder. That's pretty cool. No real bubbles or anything. That doesn't matter right there. That's not gonna bother nothing. Yay! I'm gonna fill those in with something. So cool. I love it. I don't want it to stain my mat though. It's brand new. Brand new. I love these mats. The color and how easily it does clean up, but don't want it stained that quickly. Here. There we go. Let's put that down. And this is stained. Well, it's not stained. It's just dirty. It needs to be cleaned up. It will clean up easily with some soap and water. I can't believe it. I almost did that. I'm used to talking to myself a lot. Whatever pops in my head, I talk to myself a lot. You know, I guess that's what makes it okay that I'm recording or whatever, and I just talk whatever is in my head, but that didn't need to be repeated on camera. I guess I could have just edited it out if I did say it, but that would have just made my job harder. Come on. God bless America. Alright, so here we go. Oh, I love it. I love this rounded edge here too. That is pretty cool. What do you think? Neat. Hey, let's make sure. I don't know it's gonna fit. Looks like it will. Oh, that's cute. I can't believe it's taken me this long to do it. I've had it for ages. But I love it. That is really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry out completely. Wait a minute. I need to sand that one though, don't I? Before it gets too dry. Oh. Wonder. if that's too rough or not. Let's see. Let's cut a piece off of here. Don't need it that big. Just makes it harder to handle. But let's check out how this comes out. So we'll spray it with a little bit of water so we don't get powder everywhere. I'm not a big sanding fan, that's for sure. But let's see how much work it's going to take. If I feel like dealing with it or not. Oh, I got black on it from my gloves. You know what? I ought to do this in a bowl of water so that powder doesn't get solidified onto it as I'm sanding, because it will. And I got, like I said, black on my gloves. So I'll probably need to get a bowl of water to do that. But you can see it's already kind of coming out a little bit more right there. Take these gloves off. Anyway, I still want to do the candle and stuff, so I'm not gonna sit here and make this part longer than it needs to be, but I'll do it in a bowl of water and I'll show you the result afterwards. Okay, alrighty. Alright, so I have already went and sanded down the terrazzo containers, and I also put wax on them. So here's this one. I didn't sand down the inside because we're going to put tea light or some wax or something in it anyway, so I didn't worry about that. You're not going to see it. I didn't feel like it. So I sanded all that down and I coated it with some wax, and then on the ends, and here's the other one. So I already got my thing in there, prepped and ready to go. So there is that one. That one turned out pretty good. And then the lid, can't really sand it down all the way to be able to show it, because of course they sank anyway. So I didn't worry about this one too much. But for the insides of the containers of this one, the black ones, and remember when I did these around Christmas time, right here, for all of those, I coated the insides of them with this clay glaze, because every time I've ever used just the wax sealant that we normally use on our casting powder containers or what have you, when I burn the wax, it just melts through and ruins the look of it. So I'm going to try this and see how well this works. This is supposed to be better for that. But we'll see. So I've prepped a lot of stuff so far. You see I've put the things in here already, but we're going to start off with the other ones first. So these are this ones. I don't really like these things. These are supposed to be for the wicks, but I find that the simple, cheapest way is the best way. I like that these, I feel like it holds the wick steady better than these ones. This one, the whole, it's too big, it moves around. But and also I have the wood wicks, but last time I used those, they did not burn well. They caused a bunch of black smoke, and I just didn't like it. So I'm going to use the regular cotton sticks, but I went on ahead and put 2 in each, just so that the wick burns fully and it doesn't just burn straight down, because it is rather large. I just got this sitting in the middle to keep these sticks from falling. They were wanting to move towards each other. They might do better now that they've been doing that, sitting like that for a minute, but I'm just trying to keep them separated so they don't move to the middle and fall over. But okay, so I'm not a professional in any way at candle making, just up front, but I do know a little bit about it. Okay, so if you want to just make a load of candles, you can just put a whole bunch of wax either in your warmer like I have over here, or in a pot, that if you want to do it over the stove. Of course, you don't want to use a pot that you're ever going to use cook food in it again, clearly. So you can just heat up a whole bunch of wax and then measure it out in however many jars that you're doing. Or if you want a specific amount for just 1 or 2 candles, what you can do is you take your dry either flakes or pellets, or if you have the blocks of container wax, shred that up with a like a butcher knife or whatever, and put it in just like that into your container and fill it up to where you want your wax to go. Keep in mind that you need room for your wick to be cut, and if you have a lid, you need to keep in mind how far down that lid goes inside the jar, or it's not going to fit over top of it. So I'd say maybe like around here to be safe. So you fill your wax up to there, you dump it into your your pot or whatever, and then you fill it up again, and that gives you an estimate about how much it's going to be once it's liquefied. So, and then you want to weigh out your wax, really, because the fragrance oil goes by weight. You can do, I think for like most waxes, it's anywhere from 6 to 10, upwards of 12% of your wax is how much fragrance oil you can use. So you need to keep in mind of that, or it won't either burn properly, or it won't smell very well, or it's going to be too much, what have you. I'm sure it also depends on the quality of the fragrance oil as well. So I like my candles to smell stronger, and I do have some generic ones, some good ones, but the ones I'm using I think are like the mainstays, like the Walmart brand. So I did 12% for mine today. I've already weighed it out just so this would go a little quicker. So what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to end up having to move some of this out of the way to be able to pour it. But anyway, so I've already weighed it out. I think I had like 12 ounces of wax, and then I've already weighed out my fragrance oil as well. And just in case I have extra at any point in time, I'm hoping to have extra actually, I kept some of my little wax melt things here, and I'll fill these up with any extra, and I can just put it in a warmer. So, okay, I think we are about caught up now. So, what I'm going to do is I got a silicone bowl here and my heat resistant glove that came with my wax warmer. And I'm going to Oh, and another thing, so temperature matters as well. So you want, after your wax is melted, before you put your fragrance oil in, you want the temperature of the wax to be about 160 to 165. So you don't burn up all of your fragrance oil, the smell of it, you know. So get you a thermometer. I got this one and a radar looking one or whatever. And then you want to wait till it's about 150 degrees Fahrenheit before you pour it into your jar as well, because it will crack. And I have done that before. My very first candle jar, I broke it. So yeah, just be careful. And so let's go on ahead and get the wax poured in here. And since I'm going to do some more, I'm going to go ahead and get this heated up, or get it to start melting. And then we'll go on ahead. I'm going to stir this, and we'll try to get a reading. Let's see what it says. We'll do it both ways, maybe. 206. Jeez. Now, let's check it with this one just to be sure. Okay, yeah, it's gonna need to cool down a little bit. It says it's upwards of 192 or so. So I'm gonna stir this up a little bit for a second. Let it cool down. Yeah, it's lost a little bit, but I'll come right back. Alright, I think we are cooled down enough now. So put the wax in, or the fragrance oil in. Now you have to stir this up really good for a long time, for I think like maybe 6 minutes or something from my, I can't think that's what it is. So gotta stir it in for a good little while to make sure it's all mixed in really well and fully incorporate it in the wax. So I will do that. I know you're not going to want to wait here for that long on real time, so I will be right back. Okay, so I don't know who I recall telling me that to stir it for 6 minutes. Pretty sure I remember somebody saying in the comments section last time I did this that you're supposed to do it for at least 6 minutes, but I looked it up on Google and they said 1 to 2 minutes. So it's been 2 minutes now, so I'm gonna go on ahead and pour it. I didn't think that sounded right, but like I said, I remember somebody telling me that last time I did it, and I was thinking, gosh, that's an awful long time, you know. But okay, let me pour this here. Let me get down where I can see what I'm doing here. I don't pour it up too high. Let me do that for now. Okay, that looks about even. So I'm gonna take the rest and pour it in here. Well, there ain't much left. It's full, but, or, you know, there we go. Actually, that's perfect. Perfect. Cool. All right. So we got enough for both candles and a whole thing of wax melts. So let's move this out of the way. Try to make sure our wicks are positioned the way I want them. Hopefully that's not too close on that one. I think I should have put them a little farther over. Well, shoot. Okay. I think that's good. So I'm gonna move this out of the way. Make sure I got them where I want them over here. Move that out of the way. Move that. Actually, let's move it way over here. Okay, I need to put some more wax in here because I don't think that is enough. This one I just kind of guesstimated on how much those other two jars would make with a little extra. I used this scoop right here and I made 2 for each one, and that should be enough. So I'm gonna let that melt real quick and I'll be right back. All right, so I got some more wax melted up. I went ahead and used these metal ones because I don't have any more of the other ones. Maybe last time was a fluke. So for those candles right there, I forgot to tell you, I'm using Mainstay's Cranberry Mandarin. For these two, we're going to use Black Orchid. Got this one off Amazon. And this wax already is cooled down quite a bit. It wasn't nearly as hot as that other. I didn't have my thing up. So it's plenty ready to go. Actually, it's under the temperature it should be. So we're going to go ahead and mix that all up real good. Not sure if I have enough for both of them full or not. Like I said, I just kind of eyeballed these ones. So I'm going to mix this up for 1 to 2 minutes. And then we'll pour it. Okay, that should be good. Except for, looks like there's something in there. Not sure what that is. Looks like, oh gosh. Come on now. There we go. All right. Let's move these over here a little. Ooh, I can't see in there very well. Oh, that might be good. Add a little bit more to these. That was pretty good. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. There's all kinds of crap in there. Looks like it's glitter. But you can actually put like flowers and different things in there. in your candles. I don't see why you would want to do that. It seems like a fire hazard to me, but maybe if it's just for looks, I don't know. But come on. Anyway. Well, let's just put it in this. Oh, I'm dripping it. Okay, so I did mix up or melt down a little bit more, but I don't guess I really need it. I might go ahead and just make a little bit more just because it's already in there, and fill these up though. But once this is all solidified and everything, we'll come back and I'll show you the final result. Okay, so they're not completely done, but I'm glad I mixed up more, because as you can see, when this one solidified, it caved in, and sometimes they do that. But what you can do, you can either mix up a little bit more or melt a little bit more and add some to it, or you can use a heat gun or whatever to melt it down. But since I have it, I'm gonna go on ahead and put some more in it, and then I use the rest to fill up some of my little things. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. I gotta make sure it's not too hot though. Let me check real quick. I don't know that it would like crack it like it would if it was empty and I did it, but I'm only gonna put a little bit in it, you know. But we're only at about 150 anyway, so that's okay. So I'm just gonna add a tad bit in there. I'm not even gonna add the fragrance oil yet because I want to have a different scent for the other ones. So I'm just gonna, just enough to cover up that where it sank in. This one kind of did, but not too bad. I guess I could go ahead and add a tad bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna add some more fragrance oil. Guesstimating here on how much I would need. Hopefully that's enough. I think it was like ½ ounce or something, a little less. So yeah. So I need to mix this up, and then I'll pour it into my little thing here. And I even got out some little flower molds and a heart mold. I might use these. See, you know, how it comes out. Okay, that should be good. I'm just gonna throw a little bit in this little mold here. A few of them, not all of them. Oh. Oh, it overflowed already. Oh, I think because the mold's not level. Of course, these pink molds are never level, are they? They're never level. Oh well. It'll be alright. And all that here will just solidify, and I'll scrape it up with my little scraper tool I made. Works really good to clean up resin or anything off your silicone mats. I made that out of that silverware molds I did for Christmas presents. Oh, okay. Well, it overflowed into that one. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, I got these other little candles too. Hold on. The little mini ones. I went on ahead and put one in here. I don't have a stick because I found these ones that I made a long time ago whenever I did my acorn candle jars back in the fall. I found these over hiding. I wonder if I could just take one of these out. That one should be okay, right? Come on. Alright, let's put a little bit in here. Ah! Dang it. Man, that's gonna... Is that okay? Well, it's gonna have to be, I guess. Let's see if we got enough to do these. Now, if those sink through or fall through, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to mix up any more for that. Still got a little bit more, so these don't have lids, so I think it'll be all right. Oh, shoot. Okay. Anything else? Got this little heart. I wish I could color it. I don't want to mess with it though. You can put mica and stuff in them. Should I? It'll probably get tore up. It's not the right kind of wax for that, really. But it's not right for those either, though, so let's just do it. Let's see how it comes out. If it gets tore up, it's just going to be melted anyway, right? Oh, dang it. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Alright guys, well, now we really just gotta wait for it to all solidify, and we'll be back. Alright, well, it is the next day, so everything's good and solidified. So, let's get these out, see how they came out. Hey, look at that! It worked! That's pretty cool. That is neat. Oh, that's cute. You can actually melt these on top of your other candles if you really wanted to. Just give it a little design, or leave it and make them little wax melts. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. That is neat. Haha. I like it. Oh, is that one in there too? Or no? Is that a little bitty one? Keep these little scraps for later. Oh, it is. Oh, look how little tiny. That's funny. Oh, that's cute. Either keep them or just toss them. It's not that big a deal. I'll clean that out in a minute. Alright, let's see if I can get this one out in one piece. Really, I think you're supposed to use like container wax for these. To do like molds of candles, because it's like harder when it cures all the way or cools down all the way, and it doesn't come apart, especially with these stiffer molds. I mean, you know, something like those little flowers is not that big a deal, but come on, there we go. Oh, cool. Oh, and it's shiny too. That's cool. It is. You know, I always wondered if it would be shiny or matte versus, you know, depending on the mold that you used. And it is shiny. And these are matte. Oh, that's neat. So it does matter. Cool. Well, that's a nice little experiment I didn't think about. Huh. That is real. Oh, look. That's cute. You can melt that down to it. Take a little bit of wax and just melt it onto it. That's cute. Looks like I got a piece of something in there, though. What do you think? Oh. Oh, that is cool. I might start making more little designs of wax like this. I got lots of candle molds, and I do have a little bit of container wax, like little blocks of container wax. I can always get more too. Oh, that's cool. Alright, and then I got a whole thing of this from the first, or from something, and then this one. The other one like this I had a hole in it, so I tossed it and stuck it in here. Ooh, kind of neat. You just break them apart, put them in your wax container. Oh, and they smell awesome. Cool. And then, so you got these little wick trimmers here, and well, see how not very good at cutting. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, when you get them, they're kind of laid over, but I'm not gonna mess with it. When you buy them, buy tea lights and stuff, and different candles. I don't know if you can save that for another one. You need the little thing to stick it in, but that was probably a little too long. But anyway, when I go to burn them, or if I burn them, I'll trim it appropriately. But what do you think? Cool. Candles making is so fun, especially now that I have the idea to make the decorative little wax melts. Neato. Now these two right here, I may either have not mixed it up long enough, or I might have put a little much fragrance oil. I don't know, but because it looks a little funny on top. So yeah, it was a different brand and everything, so it could just be it was not, the quality wasn't great, who knows. But either way, oh, I was gonna color these. That's right. I'm just gonna trim them like that. If it's too long, I'll trim it then. I don't want to take too much off all at once, though. Isn't that cool? I wonder... I don't know. Okay. And these, I think maybe I filled it up again too soon, because it did kind of melt, fall down again. So I ended up taking a couple little pieces and melting it down with a torch to fill in the gap right there. That's why it's not like smooth right there, but it's fine. It's for me, and when it burns, it'll look better, you know. Oh, that's way too. Oh, there we go. I think this one has less than this one. It's okay though. Anyway, there we go. What do you think? I like them. Let's see. The lids are good. Oh. Smells really good. So cool. Yeah. Neat. Alright, so I'll do something with that. I thought, let's see. I mean, that's a lot though, isn't it? But I thought maybe putting silver or gold or something in, or no, let's do gold. See if gold looks good. Well, I'm only going to be able to fill in the middle of it. It's not going to go throughout the whole star because my nib won't be big enough. I mean, small enough to go in there, will it? It's going to end up making a mess. It's just going to be... Oh, well... I don't know. Yeah. Dang it. Oh, yeah, it's just gonna make a mess everywhere. Never mind. I won't do it. But now I'm not gonna be able to get that off, probably. Watch it. Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna make a bigger mess. I can probably sand that off though, but okay, that'll be the back. And, yeah. I'm not gonna mess with that. It would just be the center of it. It would be weird looking. Alright, guys. Well, I guess that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at candle making, but I think they turned out pretty good for an amateur. And I gotta figure out what to do with them all. So, alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.